watch him.
Yeah.
Because we don't want him to like distract his opponents. And look, some people will enjoy having a chat with him while they're playing, but I wouldn't. Many people wouldn't like it. I know Tony wouldn't like it. Tony doesn't like, he just wants to play the game, and what happens, and there's no sort of interference. He was playing Harlan on Thursday, and they're good friends, but nobody was speaking between shots. They're playing okay for a little bit of money or whatever. What I'm saying is that Paul King thinks I think he thinks we're all stupid, and that he's really clever, and that he can do this and that and get away with it. But we can see what he's doing.
How many stories? And before I think Paul King is the all. That's why when I shot this ball, he's taking the field, right? He's taking the field. And sometimes if I know some people want to shot this, I can move. But for him can do. But when you want to shot, he moves. Not about. I think only the Paul King is the all. That's why. Cannot move so quickly or fast or something. Only want to make you easy.
If you have the shot and I'm stuck here, if you're already down on the shot, I'm just going to stay still there.
Yeah.
If you're going to play the shot and I'm here, I'll move out of the way. It's just courtesy.
Yes.
You know that. He knows that.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is that he is, a lot of the time, he's just trying to like manipulate the situation, just sharking a little bit, without it appearing to be too bad in his eyes. We know what he's doing. And it's just so frustrating because he obviously thinks we don't know, and me and Ollie can see it. And when I first heard the story on Thursday of what happened, and I said to Ollie instantly said, "Oh, Paul King goes through there." But of course, that was just an initial reaction because we didn't know the full story. We only knew Paul's side, so that's why I came outside to you and I wanted to ask you. But I know you're such a laid-back guy and a nice guy that you don't want problem. You just want, okay, you can have it. The first thing you said was, okay, put me through, and he's like, no. Trying to make you feel guilty. And in the context of what happened, the fact that, I'm sitting there, I'm thinking, this is like later on after it's all finished, and I'm thinking, I bet Paul's been talking to him during the game like he always does, and that's why you said something, because he's probably constantly talking to you while you're playing.
Yeah.
But if you accuse him of that, if we say that to him, he'll get all upset and all angry. And so that's what I'm saying is he thinks we're stupid. We know what he's doing. But he thinks that he's really clever and that we're stupid. I tell you now, I said to you the other day, I come to work, obviously we've got a tournament tomorrow there, and I almost screwed a ticket from home. That's sad, really. Look, it's sad that you don't want somebody to come to your business and play a tournament. But sometimes it's just it's like too much. It's always something. Look about when he played doubles with Ho and Ho left and all that cute stuff. Oh my God, money this, money that.
Yeah, that's why when last time the team double one. Scotch rules. With the whole and some other and I feel looking for the because I have weekend. His wife also cannot come. Yeah, but I can. So that's why I told him, I say, come up to me, help me on sales of your money. He believes me. If how much I can, this money is small, right? So, yes, that's why I think hockey is my biggest value. And I give the hockey 2 times racing time because I can. And the system I do the any always like putting on a lot of stuff. But I think that's okay for me. Everything. Well, I think that's just a little bit.
We know already that
before we know that.
Yeah, when people come to play the tournaments for different reasons, but for him, it's all about money, everything. He said to me many months ago on a Tuesday, there was 10 ball, there's about 18 or 20 players, and he said, oh, there's no, you can't make any money in these tournaments, can you, Scott? And I said, to be honest, Paul, if you're coming here to play these weekly tournaments to make money, you're playing for the wrong reason. People come because they want to have a game of pool, for 500 bob, and if they win a bit of money, they're happy. It's not about winning the auction and winning the tournament. It's like, oh, it was upset you. I said, nobody's upset me. I'm just telling you. And he goes, And then he goes, yeah, but there's big money in the high rollers. And I went, yes, there is big money in the high rollers, but not the weekly tournaments.
Yes.
You know, you come and have a game of pool with a few people, play different people, have a bit of fun. You all want to win, but if you do win and you get a bit of money, it's well, okay, good. And he's like, ooh, fucking hell, what the fuck? He's like getting all upset because I basically questioned his opinion. That I was like, no, mate, you know, what is it? It's like, you pay 500 baht and you might win 5,000 if you win the tournament. Isn't that, of course there's no money in it. Right, too much talking. What I want to do now is I want to do a little bit of work on a bit more sort of natural angle. So I'm going to set up the shot. Multiple. 1, 2, 3, like this. I'm going to put the cue ball. First of all, I need to make sure this is natural strength. Okay, so, excuse me 1 second. Right, don't worry about them now, but what I want you to, first of all, if you play this shot normally, with no spin, it's very close to a scratch.
Yes.
So just pop the ball, just do that now, try to put the cue ball in that pocket. So pop this ball and I want the white ball to go in the pocket. All you've got to do is just roll it in, just try and pop it.
I have one question. If me, close the pussy, I cannot use the ear.
Oh, okay.
So that's what.
This is awkward for you, yeah?
Okay or not? Okay or not?
I don't mind. Does it hurt your hand or?
Can.
Yeah, no problem, but not too close. But if that's awkward, is that okay or not? It looks okay, but is that comfortable for your arm or not? Is that okay? Let's just hit it a little bit harder. Let's try and put the cue ball in the pocket. I want you to put the cue ball in that pocket. But it's a natural angle anyway. So all you have to do is just pop the ball and the cue ball will go very close. Okay. Nice middle cue ball, no spin. Make sure you pot it. Okay, we're getting a little bit of that, we're getting a little bit of right spin on it. So let's try and make sure we get the cue ball right in the middle. Okay, do it again one more time. Okay, so now what I want to do, we're going to play with little bits of spin. So now what I want to do is I want to try to pop the ball and get the cue ball to go to the one ball. So you're going to play with a little bit of right. Now you're not going to change the way you play the shot. You're just going to add a little bit of spin. So you're still going to roll the ball in. I know this is easy, but obviously it gets harder. So just play with a little bit of outside spin, a little bit of right spin. That's good. Look, it doesn't have to hit it, but what I want to do is I want the cue ball to be nearer to the one ball than the pocket, and nearer to the one ball than the two ball. That's what I would. So you have like half a diamond either side. It's not about hitting it perfectly, it's about going towards it. Because it's obviously like a natural angle. What I'm also going to do it again, I'm going to put them all there. Good. Look, it doesn't hit it, but it doesn't matter, because that's good enough. That's a successful shot for me. Again, one more time, same shot. Good. And again. Good. Easy, yeah? Okay, one more, same shot. It's probably easier than the scratch, to be honest. Good. Okay, let's go back to trying to scratch the white then. let's go back to this shot. Let's try and put the white ball in here. So no spin at all. Look, that's okay, you see. It's nearer to that ball. It's nearer to that pocket than the one. So I'm not, it doesn't matter if it doesn't go in, but what I want you to do is I want you to see the difference. The natural angle is very, very close. Do it again one more time, same shot. Now this time, what you did this time is you didn't roll the ball. You very, very slightly, when you hit the cue ball, you very slightly sort of, what I would describe as grip on the cue, and that's why the cue ball went a little bit wider. And that's why I put this ball here, because you have to roll it so that the cue ball comes here. Try and do the scratch again. Just roll it in. Better, much better, good. Okay, let's go to 2 ball. So now we're just doing more spin. But what we are going to do is we're also going to, we want to make the cue ball react more. So what we have to do now is we have to hit it a little bit softer. And then because you've got more spin on, when the ball hits the cushion, it stays in contact with the cushion for a little bit longer, so it grips more, it spins more. So you're just going to go, if you imagine a clock face, now imagine that you're probably going to play number 3 on the clock, yeah? You're just going to roll it, but you're going to play with more spin than the 1 ball. And then you have to do a little bit soft, don't hit down. You imagine the clock face, yeah? So you've got number 3, so you're just going to go like here. Obviously not right out there, of course, in the heart. But just play with more spin than the 1 ball. But again, you're just rolling it in with outside spin. Don't worry, it's going to take you 2 or 3 attempts to get there. But now that's the difference, because you didn't roll it. Yeah, but also what you did is you just gripped down the cue, and that's why the white ball went here. The cue balls, let me show you. The cue ball should go here, and then the spin, so I'm just going to go more spin. Okay, didn't quite get to the 2. But all you're doing is you're only rolling it in. You're only trying to get more spin on that, so I'm playing more spin. But also you can see, the fact that I'm hitting it quite soft gives it time to get more spin. See that one there's the 3, or nearly the 3. I just hit it even softer, and then the spin has more time to react. So the key with this shot, to get to the 2, is we actually hit it a little bit softer than we hit the 1, and we play with a bit more spin. We don't hit down the white, just go like outside the right-hand side of the cue ball. So for me, I almost want to be hitting about where that spot is, something like that. Maybe that's a bit too far. We want to be going something like that. Here's the centre, so we want to be going like there. But we're only rolling the ball. Remember, we're only rolling it. We're not punching it. We just roll, slow roll. Good. Again, same shot. Good. And again. Well, this is a very easy example of how to play with spin. What I'm doing is I'm just trying to go through things with you so that you 100% understand how we do it. And this time we can get rough spin. But what I would also do to get the spin to react more is I would actually make sure that I don't put any top spin on it either, so I don't hit in the top half of the cue ball, because then it's only got side spin and then it will react more. I'm not saying you are playing with top spin, but maybe sometimes you don't get enough action because we've got a little bit of forward motion on the cue ball as well. That's good. Again. Okay, let's go back to the 1 ball. So do the 1 there. What I want to do is just recognise the difference between the 1 and the 2. So it's just a little bit less spin, really. Good. Do the 1 again. Now let's do the 2. Let's go again. now we're just playing the shot in exactly the same way. We're trying to get a little bit more spin on if we can, but what we're doing is we're just hitting it a little bit softer. Again, we cut down the speed a little bit, and it gives it a chance to react even more on the cushion. So we just have to play it exactly the same way, slightly softer. Don't dig down the line, don't grip the cue, just roll it with lots of spin. So just play a little bit softer than the other one. Why would we roll it? This isn't so easy, but I know you can do it. So you have to maybe hit it even a bit softer than that. Easy. Yeah. No, that's why I put that ball there. Because if you don't get natural, if you grip down the cue, you're going to get this ball. So you have to roll it. You have to roll with maximum spin. Slow roll, maximum spin. Good. There you are, you see, you can do it. But what you did there, the reason why that works so well is because you hit it a little bit softer. So you hit it a bit softer, the cue ball is in contact with the cushion a little bit longer, a tiny split second longer, and that's why it spins all that much. Do it again, same shot. It's not easy. Well, make sure you only roll it. Well, you can do it because you've already done it. There we are. Look at that. It's good. And again. What the situation with this is, what's important is it's all about speed. It's all about how hard you hit the cue ball. You're playing the shot in exactly the same way every time, for 1, 2 or 3, but the 3 balls are a little bit softer with a little bit more spin. What are you going to ask me there?
I don't know how can speak English, how can say, because maybe Chinese words and the English not same. So if I want soft, a little bit soft. Little bit soft is this is a little bit soft, or this is like thin, right? But if I have the big angle, if you use the a little bit soft, I use soft.
When I say soft, I mean hit it softly. I don't mean when you're playing that there soft, you're hitting that and you're gripping the cue. When I say soft, I'm meaning you're just playing it. You're not hitting it hard.
Only touch this.
Only touch, yeah. You're not doing anything with this. This is all loose, and you're just rolling the ball. So I understand you said that before about soft and soft is really right. I don't mean it in that context. So I maybe have to change my word. Don't go too low on the white. You have to roll it. When you do that, what you're doing, all you're doing is you're gripping the cue very slightly because the cue ball should come here. Shouldn't go anywhere near this ball. Should be here. There you go. Good. Okay, one more shot. We're going to put this ball here. And now we're going to play with inside spin.
Inside?
No, inside spin to try and make the cue ball go to the side. So you're doing a little bit of left spin. But again, everything's the same, you're just hitting the other side of the cue ball. Well, the difficulty now is that actually potting the ball will be more difficult because of the inside spin. Well, I understand that because what you're doing is you're now playing with less spin. So what you're going to do is if you miss the shot, you're always going to miss it spin. You just have to adjust your aim very, very slightly. Concentrate on the pop. All you've got to do is pop ball. You know where the cue ball's going. Make sure you stay still on your shot. A little bit of left spin, not much. Good. Again, same shot. So you shot. When you're ready, everything's prepared, close your eyes. Look at that. See? What happens when you close your eyes is you don't move. Perfect. Okay. Open your eyes again, man. I just want you to stay. I just want to prove a point. You stay perfectly still when you close your eyes. Right, now what I'm going to do, we've done all these shots. I'm going to call them out at random, and then you're going to have one shot to try and do it. So I'm going to say 1, 2, 3, 5, or scratch with the white one in the pocket. So the first shot, let's say number 2. I'm just going to do it for 5 minutes. I'm going to just call all the shots out, see if you can play them. If you can't, that's okay, no problem. So now this shot, I'm going to scratch the white. Scratch. Okay, let's do number 5. Still. Number 2. Right, number 3. So we need more spin, so also less speed, so nice and soft, lots of spin. Right, we're going to roll it. Good. Really good. 1. Good. Scratch. Right. 3. Quite right. 2. Good. Excellent. Look at that. Very good. 1. Scratch. Too easy for you, isn't it? This is too easy. Good. 5. 3. No. Roll it. Roll it.
What way?
The thing is, what happens, you go low on the cue ball, for some reason, lots of people do this. When they go below the centre of the cue ball, because you're hitting down to get the spin, people automatically think they have to play it like they're playing a stop shot.
I'm for the cue.
No, it's not, no, but what I'm saying is, because you go low, all that's happening is your back hand is just gripping the cue very, very slightly, as opposed to just going low and just rolling it. I missed the ball. But people think, the best way I can describe this is, when you go low on the cue ball, just play it like you're playing a follow shot, so you don't grip the cue. But people automatically, when they go low like that, they think they have to grip the cue. 2. It's very, very common. Everybody tries to do it. Lots of people do it. Did a little bit there as well. 1. 5. 2. 2 again. Good. 1. 3. Good. Excellent, look at that. 5. That was very good. 1. 5. 1. 2. 3. same shot. Just try to roll the ball with lots of spin. Don't grip down the cue. Don't go too low. Just roll it. Almost. Okay. Right, I need to go to the toilet. Have a drink. Have a cigarette.